Broadcasting live from Wallace, Idaho, home of the Wallace Miners. This is Channel 3 Sports.
Check. Am I on? You just gotta press your.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right. Okay. Testing. Testing. Testing.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Kirby Krulitz Court on this cold December evening for a matchup between Genesis Prep and Wallace High School Miners. We'll turn it over to Jared Schauber for tonight's introductions. And we're ready for the tip. The official has come out this evening. The head referee, Don White. The other two members of the three-man officiating group, Clark Peterson and John Scott.
Like Megan Moran will be jumping for the Miners and Esther Neese for Genesis Prep. Miners control.
Wallace controls the tip. Starting for the Miners, Skylar Hill, Jaden House, Megan Moran, Sarah Johnson, and Ellie Welch. Starters for the Lady Jags from Genesis Prep this evening, Yoonji Kim, Talia Alonen, Greta Neely, Esther Neese, and Liberty Reet.
Miners, it looks like Megan Moran picks up the first basket for the Miners. And Coach Farkas has them pressing early. She had pretty good success the last time out against Mullen. And some success right there as Megan Morin takes it away.
House brings it down right side, reverse pass to Welch on the left, dumps it into Morin for a layup attempt, no good. 3 rebounds for the Miners and a bucket. 4-zip early on.
Jaden House picks up her first basket, and Miners are off to a good start.
Looks like a 2-1-2 pressure. Maybe this is the 2-2-1, trying to force a lazy pass in somewhere in the middle of the court.
Might have got away with the double dribble, but the Miners got it anyway.
Miners control, push the ball up the floor. Hill right side. Johnson passes left side to Welch, looking for options. Genesis Prep playing man-to-man defense at this point. High screen set by Sarah, pick and roll. Well done.
Sarah Johnson takes her in, easy bucket.
The first basket.
Yeah, it was.
Be Genesis Prep ball on the sideline. Miners showing 2-3 defense. Inbounds the ball easily. Drive baseline by Neely. Nothing there. Brings it back up top. Forces a shot from the left side. Rebounded by 15, Talia Lonen. Travel with the ball. Miners forcing about 15 turnovers a game. Off to a good start so far here this evening. Lily Wetz dribbles down baseline, finds an open path to the hoop. Her shot's no good. Rebounded by Yoonji Kim. Kim pushes the ball up, passes to Nice. Another turnover by the Jaguars. Blocking foul called on Genesis Prep's number 51, Liberty Reed. That's her first foul of the game. It'll be Wallace ball on the baseline.
I'm looking at Ellie Welch. She's got 2 different colored shoes.
I've noticed that so far. That's her.
I wondered if
that's
you had
her
story, if you do the story there.
You think there's another pair out there somewhere?
That are also black and white.
Yeah. Wallace wearing their home whites and Genesis Prep in the navy blue and gold. Controlled by Genesis Prep, brought the floor by Greta Neely. She'll do the majority of the ball handling. Genesis Prep still looking for their first win of the season in 9 tries, and at this point in the season, Wallace posts a 6-4 record. House, her first shot, or second shot, no good. Rebounded Morin, puts it back up and in. Rebound, Reed. Controlled by the Jaguars.
Jump ball.
The ball that'll go out of bounds to Genesis Prep.
They've had a rough start this season, Barry, but it wasn't a couple of years ago. Genesis Prep had probably 2 of the best girls basketball players in the area with Rachel Schroeder and Bella. Was Mercatetti? Or?
Very, very impressive. Those girls, as soon as they walked in the gym, heads were turning.
Yeah. Mercatetti, she playing for the Cougars down at Washington State.
Excellent, excellent. Nice to have a little bit of hometown flavor here. Playing in Pullman for the Cougs. Wallace traps at midcourt against 23 Neely. She passes right side to Kim. 3-point attempt, up and no good. Backside rebound by House. House looks to push. Brings it down right side, guarded by Kim. Dump pass down to Morin ahead.
Nice pass
Easy
in there
bucket
by
from
House. Nice assist. Good teamwork by the Lady Miners there. Looking to.
I think Mrs. Farkas really has a good thing going with these varsity girls this year. In a scrimmage that the JV boys played against the other day, they beat us 58-56. They do very good things. They block out, they rebound, they shoot well, they share the ball. They're a well-coached team. Mrs. Farkas assisted on the bench by Joe Bauer and Martha House. Lady Jags coached by Brendan Haas and assistant coach Terry Lynn Mort.
Miners will hang on to the ball here.
10-zip, just under 4 minutes remaining in the first quarter. 1 team foul on the Jaguars and 0 for the Miners. Genesis Prep showing man-to-man pressure. Wallace inbounds. Shot attempt by Welch, no good, gets her own rebound. And fouled on the way up. She'll shoot a couple free throws. Judge McGee, do you use a snowblower? Do you do your own shoveling and have someone come and help you?
A little of all the above. No snowblower. I plow, and one of my friends plows me if I don't get to it soon enough. It's like he's less patient than I am about my own driveway.
This stuff this last week has been gross. At about 6-7 inches, and then a night's worth of rain on top of it. We're joined in the booth this evening by Keith Larson, our in-game statistician visiting from Longview, Washington. I'd like to say hello to my mother, Pat Larson, who may be listening at home. Thanks for being here, Pops. Genesis Prep ball out of bounds. Neely will do the inbounding. On the floor for the Miners, Morin. Morin, Burgum, House, Johnson, and Welch. Welch gets her hands in there, gets the hands on the steal. Deflected ball to House, leading the charge down the floor. Layup from the right side's good. 14-0 Miners. Miners taking off the pressure now, just going into half-court pressure. Timeout called by Genesis Prep Brandon Haas.
House was right next to Kim going up the court, and then she just put on the afterburners and blew on by and made a nice lay-in.
3:15 left here in the first quarter. Score, Wallace Miners 14, Genesis Prep Jaguars 0. Welcome back to Kirby Krulitz Court. Miners up 14-0 here in the first quarter. Genesis Prep, right side drive. Passed out to Sarah Bohannon into the game for the Jaguars. Kim from the top of the arc. Three-pointers up and good. Jaguars are on the board. Genesis Prep looked to be a little bit disorganized defensively that time down the court, but a quick shot. Ball's controlled by Genesis Prep. Pressure on the left side by House. Wallace showing zone at this point. Like a type of a diamond zone. Into the game for the Miners, number 10, McKenna Merrick. First shot by Burgum, no good. Out of bounds off Johnson.
Had a nice pass into the middle and a good look at the basket. It just didn't go.
Wallace shooting 34.5% from the field this year. They get a lot of good looks. Brandon Burgum working hard in the middle of the zone. Drive right side by Neely, cut off by Morin. Dumps outside to 31 Esther Neese. Her three-point attempt, no good. Rebounded by House. House brings the ball up right side. Genesis Prep showing in a zone. Great pick and roll up top. Bergen misses the layup and then gets called for the foul. Brianna's first foul of the evening. Good looking play though.
Yeah, another nice look right into the middle there.
Checking into the game for Genesis Prep is number 41, Olivia Burgess. We'll set their lineup right now. Burgess is joined by Neese. Yoonji Kim. 31 is... sorry.
It's Neese.
Neese is in there. And Olivia Burgess. There's McKenna Merrick with a steal. Great job, McKenna. McKenna, a junior this season, travels as she tried to get the ball to Sarah Johnson.
Coach Farkas has substituted early and often so far.
Some of these games in Division 1A, the Miners are able to get some kids some more playing time than playing against the likes of Kellogg or St. Mary's. So these games are beneficial in those regards. Shot attempt by Nice, no good. Controlled by the Miners. Passed up ahead to Johnson, right side. Ball's out of bounds off of Genesis Prep. Be Wallace's ball on the baseline. Wallace sets up in a box. Johnson, the inbounder. Screen across. Ball's inbounded to Jaden House. Open shot, right side, no good. Rebound, Morin. Excellent work. Another basket for the Miners. 16-3, under a minute left here. Under a minute left in the first quarter. Greta Neely has the ball. Ball's reversed. Kim looks down low. Stolen by House. Nice pass attempt down low. Trying to get it to Johnson off Genesis Prep foot. Farkas calling out the inbounds play. Bergen Morum, top of the arc. They split ways. And the ball's inbounded to Morin, wide open, right side of the hoop.
Nice
bucket.
look there for the Miners.
Again, wonderful passing. The Miners do such a great job of sharing the ball, finding the open girl. Nice has it free throw line, back out above the arc to Kim. Good ball movement shown by the Jaguars. Get it back inside to Nice. Dribbles right side, using her pivot foot. Being guarded by Bergam and Morin. Turns the ball over. Wallace ball. 13 seconds left. Let's see if we can get a point. Get 20 here. Better yet, 21. Controlled by House. Pass right side to Merrick. Her pass to Johnson deflected. House controls right side. 2 seconds left. She's got to force one up. Off the backboard. No good.
18-3 after one. Good start for the Lady Miners. Barry?
Be back in a sec. Welcome back to Crewless Court. End of the first quarter. Beginning of the second quarter. The Miners lead 18-3. Miners posting 7 steals in the first quarter there. Scoring charge led by Megan Morin with 8, Jaden House with 4 at this point. In the game for the Miners now is Hill, Welch, Grace House making her first appearance, Chloe Selke, and McKelvey Specht in the game for her first time this evening. Shot right side, no good. Rebounded by Welch. I imagine she'll take over the ball handling responsibilities with Jaden on the bench. Student section starting to fill up tonight. JV boys have gone and get something to eat. Mother fans filtering in on this cold January night. Not December, as I said earlier. Ball's passed right side to Specht. Screen by Hunter, no good. Passes up an open shot. Skylar Hill dribbles right side, finds her way to the hoop.
Nice
Easy basket. 2 for Skylar Hill. In the game for the Jaguars, Yoonji Kim, Sarah Bohannon, Liberty Reed, Esther Neese, and 23 is Greta Neely. Miners in a
Look at 1-2-2.
does.
They were coming out on top there. So
Mrs. Farkas adding a little bit different wrinkle to their usual defensive strategy. Ball's controlled left side by Bohannon, guarded by Welch up high, above the about 25 feet out.
I think having that girl up high on the point has been causing them some problems. Very like a pretty good strategy.
Makes that reversal pass a little more difficult. Ball's down in 3. Coach Farkas really complimentary of the defense and the energy that Chloe Selke provides the Miners. Chloe in her first year, a transfer from St. Mary's?
St. Regis.
St. Regis, excuse me. Montana girl. Happy to have her. Does a lot of good things for the Miners. A high screen, looking for a high screen. Not used. There's Welch. Excellent pass. Left side from Welch to Selke. She's fouled on her shot attempt. She'll shoot 2 free throws. Got any free throws yet? First 2 free throws for the Miners. Oh. Okay. Chloe's attempted.
That one's short.
20-3. 6 minutes left in the second quarter. Selke at the line. Second shot up, no good. Rebounded, however, by Skylar Hill, working down low. Working to get position, stepped around, no good. Rebounded Hunter. 3-point attempt, Speck, right side, no good. Look good from here. Kelby Speck challenging Nice. Ooh, nice challenge by Skylar Hill, looking for the chase down block, however she's called for a foul by referee Clark Peterson.
Hill hustled and came out of nowhere. It looked like they had the Miners beat down the floor for a lay-in until Hill came in there.
You like to see that. Girls getting back, hustling back on defense even when we're up by 17 points.
First one's good.
Greta Neely registers her first points of the game. 1 shot remaining as Yoonji Kim comes to the bench. Replaced by number 15, Talia Alonen, one of the starters for the Jaguars. Second shot up. Just rims out, rebounded by Selke. Selke. Hill looking to push. Passes right side to Welch. Welch, a left-hander, looking to pass. Passes a Speck. Top of the arc. Dribbles left side. Wonderful dump pass to Hunter. Also bring it back out, reset. Selke passes to Welch. Left side to Hill. Back to Speck. Making the Jaguars play some defense here.
Miners are being patient, looking for a good shot.
Hill called for the carry. Check. Okay. Genesis Prep ball out of bounds. 16-point lead for the Miners. 5:12 left in the first half. Welch showing pressure up top. Guarding Esther Nice. Nice picks up her dribble. Passes right side to Bohannon. Gets it into Neely. Neely passes left side to 31 Nice. No good. Turnover. Wallace ball. Oh, I apologize. Out of bounds off the Miners. Genesis Prep created a little bit of a, I wouldn't say problem, but just questioning the approach of their programs. In the last couple years, they've had some students from out of state, but as I read in the newspaper, they're doing everything by the book. This year, those guys have moved on, and Genesis Prep have some reinforcements. 3-point attempt up top by 23. Neely, no good. Rebound. Controlled by Hill. Hill pushes it up. Ellie Welch left side, gets it down low to Selke. Layup attempt, no good. Rebounded by Hunter. Hunter hook shot, off the glass, no good. Selke shot, up, and no good.
Just back to the line again. That's a good sign.
Foul called on the He said 23. That's Greta Neely. That's her first foul. Jaguars have 5 team fouls at this point in the second quarter to the Miners 3. Selke's first shot up and good. Good looking form. Second shot. Good as well. Well done. Selke 2-4-4 from the line this evening. 5-woman cheerleading squad in attendance here for the Miners. Getting them ready for this evening's action.
Still in there by Hunter.
Kelby Speck puts her head down, drives to the hoop. Shot attempt no good, rebounded by Welch. Boy, the Miners are getting lots of second shots. However, our statistician isn't charting rebounds this evening. Replacing Sarah Bohannon in the game for the Jaguars, 11, Yoon-Ji Kim. She'll guard McKelvey Speck. Speck gets the balls off a screen just inside the three-point line. Her two-point attempt is up and good. 24-4, 20-point lead. 3 minutes, 45 seconds remaining in the first half.
Yeah, she was inside the line.
Miners sticking with their zone defense. Yoon-Ji Kim's three-point attempt up, no good. Short, out of bounds, Miners ball. Boy, that mural really adds a lot of flavor to Kirby Krulitz Gym, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's
Great. Look, this is a new mural here this year. Of a miner coming out of a mine tunnel, carrying a pickaxe, lunchbox, dynamite in his hip, menacing look on his face. Reinforcements for the Miners on the floor now. 3.5 minutes left in the first half. Ellie Welch, Skylar Hill, Megan Moore, and Brianna Burgum, and McKelvey Speck. Miners switch looks, go to a 2-3 zone. Entry pass to Nice's first shot attempt, no good. Rebounded by Speck. Speck's really coming in and doing some great things here this evening. Wonderful pass inside from Welch to Burgum. Her two-point attempt is no good, and you can see the frustration on her face. She knows she should have had that one. Boy, the Miners are really getting their hands on a lot of passes. We have a 2-on-1 situation. Welch, I bet she's going to make...
I think Welch...
she's smiling.
Thought she was going to pass and then didn't, and got a few extra steps there.
Sometimes you get in a fast break and you make your mind up too early, and the defense just with a step or an angle can make you change it up. Ellie's got a big smile on her face as she comes off the floor for the timeout.
Well, we got a break. Why don't we give a little tip of the cap to some of our sponsors here? We got NASCO, McDonald's, Loving Care and More, Zanetti Brothers, Ekla Mining, Ace Hardware, Mike's Specialty Welding. Is that McGilvery Environmental?
McGilvery Environmental, Dave Smith Motors. Nice to have caring, giving sponsors as we do. More back. Welcome back, Kirby Krulitz Court. It's January 7th evening, second week of 2020. Miners 6-4 on the season. Genesis Prep looking for their first win. 20-point lead for the Miners here with under 3 minutes remaining in the first half. Miners recorded 6 team fouls to the Jaguars 3. Yoon-Ji Kim brings the ball in, right side. Foul called on Sarah Johnson. She looks confused as to why, what she may have done. Inbounds on the baseline for Genesis Prep. Wallace shows a 2-3 zone. Looking for cutters. 3-point attempt from the corner for Nice, no good. Rebounded Johnson, pushes down the floor. Breaks the right down the middle. Wonderful play, Sarah Johnson. Put her head down, and if they don't stop you, just keep going to the hoop, and that's what she did right there. Everybody contributing this evening for the Miners. Miners staying in the diamond press. Force a turnover. Hill has it, right side. Johnson leading the charge. Pass ahead, no good. Layup attempt off.
Nice look up the floor by Hill.
Miners still playing defense here. 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Whoa, that was a crazy play. 31.
Bergam.
Esther Nice.
I was just say I think they called Bergam for undercutting her, but she got the basket anyway and going to the line for one more.
Granted, working hard to slide in front and get in front, just didn't get far enough over into the lane. So Genesis Preps 31, Esther Nice will try to complete the old-fashioned three-point play. As she does. 26-7. 2 minutes left. First half. Stay tuned for this evening's boys varsity game, beginning about 20 minutes after the conclusion of the girls varsity. Wonderful look.
Very nice.
Sarah Johnson. I don't know how accurate these rankings are, but today in preparation for the game, I was doing some research on Max Preps, and it had the Miners ranked at 13th in their classification this week. And they're making some waves. People are starting to take a look. Mrs. Farkas was proud. She had her first request for game film over the weekend, so she knows people are starting to pay attention. Good pass ahead by Moore and the Johnson. Johnson does such a great job getting out on the fast break and transition. Her shot's no good. She gets her own rebound. Swung right side to Welch. Welch passes down into Bergam. Left hand hook, no good. Rebounded by Johnson. Well done. Sarah Johnson just seems to be in the right place at the right time. But I doubt it's a matter of luck. These girls are well coached and they know what they're supposed to be doing.
Off the foot.
That's going to be an over in the back call.
Yep.
Wallace ball.
.38 seconds left in the first half, and the Miners lead 30-7.
Inbound to Bergam. She passes out to Megan Morin, drives, gets the ball to the free throw line to Johnson. Beats the initial pressure. Her layup, no good. Rebound Morin. Basket's good. Boy, the Miners get a lot of shots right around the hoop.
They're hitting the offensive boards pretty well today.
This is Prep not getting a lot of second chances on offense or defense. This Prep puts two more on the board before the conclusion of half number 1. The halftime score here from Kirby Krulitz Court. The Miners 32, the Jaguars 9. We'll take a break for halftime. Rejoin you when the second half begins. Hey, welcome back. Kirby Krulik score begins second half. Miners leading 32-9. Some unofficial stats at the end of the first half. Wallace shooting 62% on 17 of 27 shooting. 4 for 6 from the free throw line and 8 steals up to this point. Again, unofficial stats by first-time statistician.
He's doing a great job, I might add.
Turnover by the Miners, one of their first of the game. Stolen by Esther Neese, who double dribbles as soon as he gets it back to the Miners. The boys' varsity has gone into the locker room in preparation for their game this evening. The game will take place about 20 minutes after the conclusion of this game. Watch Genesis Prep playing, the boys team playing a holiday tournament at Freeman High School, and they look pretty good. Coach Miller seems to think it's going to be a good matchup this week. House drives down the middle lane. Her shot no good. Rebounded by Grace Hunter, who's mauled off the 51 Liberty reach. That'll be Liberty's second foul, I believe. Well, the initial reaction was that was a shooting foul. However, it'll be the Wallace ball out of bounds. Determined that the foul was made on the ground, not in the 10-foot shot. Inbound pass to Hayden. She misses a 10-footer right side. Ball's out of bounds, stays Miners. Starting the second half of the Miners, Ellie Welch, Jaden House, Skylar Hill, Grace Hunter, and Sarah Johnson. Coach Marcus does a good job of getting different combinations of girls out there to see how they do. Hunter doing a good job inside, rebounding. Not this time though, ball controlled by Genesis Prep's 23. Greta Neese, she passes left side to Reed. Then gets the entry pass to Reed, who passes it out. Then dribbles right side. Nothing really open for the Jaguars right now. Wallace doing a good job of keeping their hands out and getting in passing lanes. 3-point attempt by 31 Neese, no good.
Almost looked like they got frustrated not being able to get a pass inside there and just chucked her way out. Shot was way off.
That's what a good defense will do to you. Force you to make some bad decisions. House shot attempt blocked by 31 Neese, who comes back and fouls Ellie Welch. Jaguars coached by athletics director of Genesis Prep, Brandon Haas. Brandon started out as a baseball player at Spokane Falls Community College, hurt his arm, and ended up playing basketball for NIC on a pretty successful team. National ranked team.
He's over in the audience, and I was gonna let you know.
Ball out of bounds, controlled by Genesis Prep. It'll be their ball on the
I
baseline.
was gonna text him and say.
Good hustle by Hill there. She almost had that one.
I don't want to ask him.
Never
I don't want to waste.
have any opportunity to question Miners' effort. These girls play hard. Great defense. Grace Hunter noticed that Reed was cutting the hoop, stepped in front of her, and forced a turnover on the baseline. Wallace's ball, 32-9, 6.5 left, third quarter. Left side to Johnson. Johnson's kind of a jack of all trades. She can play down low, she can play up top. Valuable to have some.
Nice inside look
utility.
there.
Fighting for the rebound, Johnson and Welch have Neese trapped on the baseline, who throws it off the Miners' foot. Genesis Prep ball. Wallace falls back into half-court defense.
People get away with it. So we will. I told Chad over at the inbox, like, what if we get on people?
Here come the Jags, right side to
I make it
Neely, who is guarded by Welch.
I got $86
Wallace still in a zone.
plus 12, but I get
Be at 6-3 at this point.
next year I get
Entry
like
pass to Reed at the free throw line. And a trap in the corner. Again, ball out of bounds off the Miners.
I'm in my 6th year now.
Awkward place to inbound right there.
I've already done it, but the plus 12 by 50, plus 12 by 6th year is only $86.
Nice little drive to the basket.
Genesis Prep. Esther Neese with a 2-point basket. She'll attempt her second 3-point play. She completed one earlier in the game. Bring the deficit to 22 where she can make this. One shot. It's looking good. 32-10, 5 minutes, 40 seconds left, third quarter. This prep continuing to play too, communicating out there. Nice is really helping direct traffic. House drives against the zone. She's found by UG Kim. She'll shoot two. Aiden House shooting 63% from the free throw line this year. One of our better free throw shooters, only surpassed only by Sarah Johnson, who's at 65%. If she can get her shot up and good. Basketball family of the Houses. Martha House is on the bench with Coach Farkas and Coach Bauer, and Lynn House is now refereeing. Nice to see guys get into the referee profession. Boy, Jaden House dives on the floor, forces the held ball. However, it'll be back to Genesis Prep. Great effort shown by Jaden House. Wallace is number 20. Second half starters still in the game for the Miners. Welch, Hill, Johnson, House, and Grace Hunter getting some quality minutes this evening. Hunter drives right side, stops the penetration, traps, forces a turnover. Sarah Johnson has it in the middle, so we have numbers, 3-on-1. Bounce pass to Welch, right side, no good. Welch looking to dump, other side to Hill. Wonderful sharing the ball.
Nice little look over to Hill and she made it easy.
Get that assist, Tramps. Yep. He's not even on the floor. He's working at it. Steal by the Miners, left side to Welch. Welch looks for the entry pass to House, deflected. Shot by Hill, no good. Rebounded by House, back up and in. Jaden House recording her points. Inji Kim stuck up top, close to a 5-point count. Miners playing defense almost at the half-court line, stolen by House. House goes in for a left-handed layup against Nice, up and good. Nice left-handed layup by right-handed Jaden House. Well done.
That 1-2-2 has particularly caused some problems when they're locking the ball up high like that.
That's something you can't afford to overlook these days.
There we go.
How to break the press. House with a steal and the easy layup. 41-12. Just under 4 minutes remaining. Timeout called by the Jaguars, Brendan Haas. Once more, we'll take a round. We'll take this opportunity to thank our sponsors, Loving Care and More, La Riviera Incorporated, McGilvery Environmental, Dave Smith Motors, the Frank Moorbeck Community Foundation Incorporated, Mike's Specialty Welding, Hecla Mining Company, McDonald's, NASCO, Zanetti Brothers Incorporated, and Wallace's Ace Hardware. Back at the conclusion of the timeout. At this point in the game, we have three Miners in double figures: Jaden House, Sarah Johnson, and Megan Morin. 41-12, under 4 minutes left, third quarter. I think if the Miners get a lead of more than 30, the clock will run at any point here in the second half, and we're nearing that right now. Neely has it right side, looks to Kim. Kim guarded by Hill, passes to Neely. Neely inside to Nice. Boy, once the ball gets inside, the Miners do a great job of collapsing on that defense and being real active with their hands.
That Hill's had very active hands out on the perimeter. She just knocked another one loose.
House with her first three-point attempt of the season, of the evening. 3 points up and good. Jaden's averaging 2 made 3-pointers a game. She shoots about 6. I believe that's her first attempt of the evening.
Grace cut her off pretty good on the baseline there. She said, no, you're not going down this baseline.
Ooh, Nice working hard underneath. She gets 2-3 rebounds, finally fouled by McKelvey Specht. She'll shoot 2. Look at disgust on her face that she wasn't able to make those bunnies. Good work inside by Genesis Prep's Esther Nice. Esther will go to the line for 2 shots.
First one's off, no good.
Nice 2 for 5 from the line this evening.
McKenna Merrick checks in for Skylar Hill. I think that's the first we've seen of McKenna this half.
McKenna Jr. for the Wallace Miners. Nice shot by Nice. 44-13. 2.5 left. Ball's controlled by the Miners. Brought up by Specht. Specht dribbles right side. Passes left to House. Her cut attempt, no good. Open in the corner. House's drive, left side, good. Lays it up off the backboard. Nice touch. Boy, they do such a good job of passing the ball and sharing the ball. Sometimes when you play against a lot of zone defenses like the Miners do, a lot of zone defense in girls basketball, boy, if that ball sticks, just makes everything shut down. The Miners do a good job of passing and cutting. Specht has the ball up top. Genesis Prep playing man-to-man defense. This would be a good opportunity for the Miners to run their man-to-man offense.
Nice drive to the bucket by Ellie Welch. Very smooth.
Pick your poison. Wallace showing 2-3 zone. Merrick defending the ball right side. Passing to Nice, no good. Controlled by Welch. Ellie will push the bar up floor, not in a particular hurry. Passes right side to Merrick. Merrick puts her. Welch has it top of the key. Passes left side to the House. Passes up the 3-point attempt. Her drive is good. Basket's good. She'll shoot a free throw. Boy, if you can sink 1 or 2 3-pointers early in the game, it makes the defense have to come out and play you. And what Jaden House did there was give her a shot fake and put the ball on the floor and take it to the hoop. Good, strong finish. Also try to complete the 3-point play. Replacing Grace Hunter in the game, Megan Warren. Wonderful minutes from Miss Hunter this evening. Great defense. Good rebounding. Good inside presence shown by Grace Hunter this evening. House 3-point attempt, good. Excuse me, 3-point play complete.
I think Coach Farkas has to be pretty happy with the girls' performance overall tonight.
I would agree. Neely has the ball, right side, guarded by Welch. Miners continue to play good, suffocating defense. Nice gets it down low. Her shot from the right block is no good. Rebounded by House. House looks up ahead. House Welch. Wonderful bounce pass.
Nice
Great
pass.
catch by Welch.
And Ellie finishes it. Ellie Welch.
Ellie's older brother, Zach Welch, playing at Big Bend Community College. Having some success. I believe he comes to play here in Coeur d'Alene relatively soon.
I'd like to see that. But sure enjoyed watching Zach playing for the Miners.
Wonderful player. Nice shot, left side by Genesis Prep 23, Greta Neely. 2-point attempt, good. 7 seconds remaining in the quarter. House drives right down the middle. Her shot attempt, no good. Rebounded by Genesis Prep. Wallace continued to play defense right through the end of the third quarter. 2-pointer. So after 3 quarters, we have a score of the Wallace Miners 53, Genesis Prep Jaguars 15. We'll rejoin in about a minute. Welcome back, 53-15 here at Kirby Crewless Court. First appearance for the Miners, number First appearance for the Miners, number 32, Micah Atkins. Micah's a chancer from St. Mary's, is she not? Kellogg, excuse me, good grief, I'm not getting my facts right this evening. Yeah, good thing I got a sheet right here. 5-second violation called against the Miners, I believe. Turnover gives Genesis Prep the ball with 7 minutes, 40 seconds remaining in the ball game. On the floor for the Miners, McKenna Merrick, Chloe Selke, Megan Morin, Micah Atkins, and McKelvey Specht. Nice ball reversal by the Jaguars. Kim drives right side. Her step through attempt, no good. Turnover.
Hey, we're up 30, aren't we?
Sorry, John.
Clock is running at this point. Will for the remainder of the game,
I was trying to
barring any timeout.
official. I did.
The last time we called Mike Atkins was out of the lineup. I wonder if that has something to do with that sleeve on the right
Boy,
leg.
she's got a pretty heavy-duty knee brace. I've noticed her on crutches over the course of the winter break. She's getting healthy and back to full strength. Merrick has the ball. Passes right side. Good ball reversal. Here Merrick has it. Shot fake. No good. Tries to step through. Turnover out of bounds off the Miners. Go by Genesis Prep.
Be like, we live in 2020. That's a lot of crazy shit. Documentary on Edward Snowden. Recently, he was on the Joe Rogan podcast talking about
Neely shot left side, no good. Rebounded by Specht, who's, in my opinion, forced out, but stepped on the line. Turnover, ball out to the Jaguars. Referee crew doing a nice job this evening. Peterson, Don White, and John Scott.
So you heard you questioning the judgment of the good judge.
Oh, no,
Peterson
no.
there.
I don't want those getting back to some of those guys. I know them and consider a few of them, a lot of them, all of them, my friends. So when I start making any waves up here, just making an observation.
and I was gonna.
Genesis Prep, good ball movement, almost a good entry pass inside. However, controlled by Neely. 3-point attempt by Sarah Bohannon, up no good. Rebounded by Atkins. Atkins handling the ball, taking care of the ball handling responsibilities. She passes left side to Specht. Specht to return pass to Atkins, look to reverse.
Owen.
Stolen by Neely. Does a good job getting the ball stopped. Neely's shot attempt, fadeaway right-handed leaner, good off the glass. 53-17, 5 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Ooh, wonderful entry pass by Specht to Morin. Morin looks inside to Selke. Selke's layup attempt, no good. Rebounded by the Jaguars, Neely. Neely pushes the ball up the floor. Good hands by the Miners. Atkins knocks it away. Picked up by Morin, controlled by Specht, left side. Coach Farkas encouraging the girls to keep the ball moving. There, reversed back to Specht. Deflection up top by Yoonji Kim, controlled by the Miners. 4.5 remaining. Cross-court pass to Morin. Turns it up top. Atkins looks down to Selke. Morin's got position inside. Another reversal to McKenna. Her shot no good.
That hustle by Morin coming in out of nowhere to get that put back.
Morin recording her 12th point of the night. At least 12 points from Megan Morin. Spent a good deal of the second half on the bench. Comes right back in, picks up where she left off. Good defense. 4 minutes remaining in the ball game. A good pick and roll up top. Entry pass to Reed. Neely shot attempt no good. Out of bounds off Yoonji Kim. She just couldn't hold on to the ball. And some first-time appearances here for the Genesis Prep Jaguars. Number 25, a sophomore, Jordan Thomas. She's joined by Yoonji Kim, Esther Nice, number 15 Talia Lonin, and 25 Jordan Thomas. 3.5 minutes left. Clock's running at this point, as per Idaho State rules. Nice entry pass by Atkins to Selke. Her shot attempt no good. Rebounded and fouled as she put it back in.
I thought this was the first time we got 30 ahead in the fourth.
No, our last ball game against Mullen.
Oh, I meant in this game. 'Cause I know they were up 30 in the third, but I didn't.
I'll leave the math to you, Dan.
Well, the clock's running out,
It
Barry.
is. Rebounded by Bergen. Can't quite hold on. Controlled by the Jaguars. Jaguars continue to play late in the game, even facing a considerable deficit. Moving the ball well. They seem to be playing some of their best basketball at this point. Left side drive by Nice. Up and under reverse layup. Good for two. Nice leading the Jaguars in scoring with 8 points so far this evening. Her attempted saving the ball in bounds, backfire. She throws it right to McKenna Merrick for the basket. 2 minutes, 10 seconds left in the game. Yoonji Kim has the ball, guarded by Atkins. Wallace still playing zone defense. In the game for the Miners, Burgum, Specht, Selke, Merrick, and Atkins. 2-point attempt by... Two-point attempt, that was Greta Neely. Nice inbounds attempt by Atkins, however deflected, out of bounds. Controlled by the Miners. Be their ball on the baseline. Genesis Prep not having much success from long distances this evening. Is shooting 1 of 12. Again, unofficial statistics. Nice high screen set by 15 Talia Nonen. Drive attempt by Nice, shut down by Burgum. Yoonji Kim drives left side. Her shot attempt off the backboard, no good. Gets her own rebound. There's a fight for the ball under the hoop, and it's a held ball. Great sportsmanship shown by Brianna Burgum as she helps Yoonji Kim up. Out of bounds to the Jaguars. Under a minute left in the game. Thanks for joining this evening. Please stay tuned for the varsity game following the conclusion of this girls contest. Left side shot by Nice, no good. Kelby Speck driving left side. No numbers, chooses to pull up from about 15 feet. That shot attempt no good. Gets her own rebound. Controlled by the Miners, bringing out, reset. Atkins right side, trying to get on the board herself. No good. A little bit long.
Oh, takes it all the way to the hoop.
Nice move by Nice.
Yeah, I think the Miners will probably hold it freer.
Think again. McKelvey Speck from long distance, no good.
McKelvey had other ideas.
Wonderful night for the Miners. 59-23.
That wraps it up pretty much. We've been joined in the booth tonight with our students from Wallace, Colton Pendlin, Preston Grubbs, Alex Field, and Sheila Tapman. So
nice to work with you guys. Appreciate the help. Have a great night, folks.